We're having a challenge.
Andrew Schlag is about to enter.
Movie audio. If you guys have a couple of first off, shout out to market but I want to share that. Make sure keeping you on the cutting edge. And if you're on the live stream, boom, 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 boom. All right. Somebody have an echo. Let me do something here. For my live stream, am I echoing? Or am I sounding? Get that fixed. All right. So my Zoom hear me well, but I'm echoing. Testing 1 2. All right. Now, for my online people, is that better? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Let me know if it's now good. This is a Halloween version, Danielle says. We've got some leads to call, so bear with me the next 67 seconds while we figure out the echo. And we're going to get to calling your leads. All right, for my online folks, let me know, is it still echoing or are we good now? If we're good, give me a thumbs up, a heart, a yes, a awesome, something in the chat, something in the... All right, Danielle says it's perfect. David says it's perfect. Rice Melissa says yes. Judith says it's better. All right, welcome in for my Zoom community, for all of my VIPs and coaching community. I'm so glad you're here. Nice to see you, Todd. And good to see you, Bruce, Barbara, Eliza, Joey, J-Rive. I don't know who J-Rive is, but it's nice to see you. I have Ninez, but I think that's Leo. I see hiding in the background, hanging out in the ocean there. Alicia, so good to see you. So welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Gather around, pull up a chair, grab your coffee, and let's see if we can make some money. The market is shifting. I'm going to share with you some things today that are going to be absolutely vital as we move forward into 2026. Who here on the live today is intending to buy at least 2 to 5 properties in 2026? Everybody give me a thumbs up or raise your hand if you're in the Zoom room. All right. That's what I want to see for you guys. And I'm going to set up the stage for that over these next couple of minutes, and then we're going to dial. Something very, very powerful I'm noticing in today's market, and I was just talking to one of our top lead providers actually last night. We was in Tampa at a dinner with several of our guys who provide us leads, and these guys provide about 60,000 leads a month to a couple thousand different investors across the country. And so they have their finger on the pulse, and we was talking about the shift that I've noticed in our business. I know you in our coaching community have been sharing the same. And one call closes happen a lot less than they used to. Now, that being said, I still love one call closes, and we still get them. So don't give up on that, or don't use that as an excuse to not get to the close. Except more often than not, 70% or so of the deals are closing on follow-ups 2 through 7. And so a lot of times, we're experiencing that. We just contracted 2 deals this past week, And in both cases, I noticed that I called because I hopped in and done some calls. I noticed in both cases, I got on the phone with the seller. They was a maybe. I emailed them an agreement. They had some more questions. They called me. I called them. We had a few chats, and then in both cases, they signed the agreement. In one case, it took 4 conversations, and in one case, it took 2 conversations. Now, not a lot, but it's still multiple conversations. In one case, it took 2 about 4-minute conversations. The other case, it took 4 conversations that equaled a total of almost 1 hour answering the questions. Now, I share this because as you're doing this business, our objective is get to the conclusion. And what most people as humans, we're prone to extremes. What we tend to do, if we're action brains, move along, fast talking, fast moving, we're like, just get to the freaking contract or get off the phone, right? Which is cool. That's a good thing. But also, if we are the slower type, we want to make sure that we explain everything. We can very easily get lost in the weeds giving seminars on the phone. And neither are healthy for your real estate investing business. So it's going to be very important that you, yes, give clarity to your seller what it is they're selling. I never want them to be unclear about anything. So I'll answer every question. But at the same time, you don't have to sit there and give them a 3-hour seminar, brain dumping. You just need to make sure they're clear on however you're buying their house. Because you are the pro, and you are guiding the seller through the process. You are the pro. You don't need to tell them, well, I can buy it on contract for deed, or I can lease option it, or I can owner finance it, or I can wrap around mortgage it, or I can sub to it, or I can, just to sound smart. You just need to find out what they need and say, cool, the way I'm going to buy it is I'm going to buy the house from you. I'll take ownership. I'm responsible for maintenance, repairs, taxes, and insurance. The loan will stay on the property and in your name until I pay it off in the future. Boom. Explained in one swoop sentence. Now, of course, that's most likely, if they are considering selling that way, that's most likely going to raise some questions that you're then going to answer. So I just want to be very clear as we are what I call in a trust recession, as sellers are going to have probably some more questions, as some sellers have heard about things that are going on, and some sellers have some questions or concerns or worries. And so it's more and more important. And for those of you who are in coaching community, I know you lean back on us to say, hey, I'm working with the guys who have been doing this for over 10 years now. And that's what you get by plugging in. So very smart for doing that. But borrowed credibility is a thing. So first up, we have Mr. Jason's lead. This is a gentleman named Mark. And this seller is in Colorado. So we're going to give this guy a ring and see if he answers. And you, for those of you who are, by the way, I want to see on the live stream, who here is new? If you're new, this is the first time on the live stream, just put new. If you're one of my repeat offenders, as most of you are, I see you, Lori and Caleb and Mamoon. Good to see you. And Todd and Beverly. Just keep the chat hopping with some fire emojis or something while I'm dialing. All right. And I'll be telling you guys in a moment how you can get in the Zoom room with my coaching community and VIPs.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail box.
Well, Mr. Mark didn't answer. We're going to try him again. Double dial and then text.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail box of Mark Chalice. Please leave your message and I'll return.
Hey, Mark, this is Andrew calling you back about your house. You talked to my partner, Jason. When do you have a minute to talk? All right, we are calling Bonnie. This is Mr. Bill's lead. And I want to point out that in today's market, it's never been more important to be what I call be the first and be the last. What do I mean by that? If you are using paid lead sources, HC's new, Todd's new, Rice, Melissa is new. Heck yeah. Welcome to the new crew. If you are using paid resources, especially, get on those leads ASAP. And when they come in, don't ever let the sun go down on a good lead. And then
Thank you for calling.
once all the other sellers and all the other buyers have hit them up. Hey, this is Andrew, Bill's partner, interested in the duplex that you're selling. When do you have a minute to talk? And then while you're getting on the phone with them, while you're having these conversations, it's very important that you continue to build that rapport. Answer the questions. Answer questions with questions when you're negotiating. Let them tell you what they need and see if you can give it to them. But by the same token, as you're doing these deals, I like that. Caleb says the government may be shut down, but Andrew's not. That's right. We're alive and well. So, what an interesting day we live in. The market is shifting. By the way, there's going to be more rate drops very quickly. Before the end of the year, I believe there's going to be more rate drops. But over coming months, we're looking at several more. And I believe we're looking at some really incredible opportunities that are going to be rolling up. This is Casey. I believe Frankie said that Casey is not available, but we're going to call anyway. This is a lead in Kentucky, and I like Kentucky. Toughest part's getting them on the phone.
Your call.
All right. I know you have another call scheduled with them, so I'm not going to text them. We're going to go on up here to Kay's lead. Kay submitted a lead. Shout out to Kay.
I'm not sure if she's too happy with me. She's kind of ghosted, but she definitely wants to sell.
Oh, okay. Cherie. For all of you on the live stream, Kay said that
Hello?
Cherie's not. Hey, this is Andrew calling you back about the house you're looking to sell on Highway 421. How you doing?
Andrew calling us about buying the house. I haven't talked to you yet. Maybe my wife has.
Oh, yeah, Cherie, yeah.
What kind of information you want to know about this house?
Well, I just wanted to find out a little bit more about kind of the condition. It looked like it was in good shape, but I understood there were some things around the property
I'm going to be honest
lines.
with you. It's got some issues. This house was built in 1840s. It was a one-room school for Antioch Church in 1847.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, it's a old-ass house.
Yeah.
It's got like 3 different foundations where it's been built on. So, I mean, this house got some issues. I ain't going to bullshit you. But how did you find out about this house? That's what I need to know. 'Cause neither one of us has called you.
My partner Kay, business partner Kay, we buy some houses
Okay.
together, and I
Gotcha.
believe they gave you a ring a few days back. But
Gotcha. Yeah. My wife did talk to a Kay.
okay, what is the what's your asking price now on the house? I understand it was 50.
She had a price for just one lot. I'm trying to talk her into selling the whole thing.
Okay.
That's because it's 2 lots. It's got a garage on the other side. The garage is decent, but it don't have no electric. It don't have no plumbing. But it's still a nice garage. It don't leak. It don't. It's not going nowhere. It's a good built garage.
Okay.
The lot's kind of pie shaped. It's weird. But it's almost 2 acres. Is that right?
No. Whenever Kate did his little
Survey.
little picture thing, it wasn't even quite an acre.
It ain't even an acre.
Almost an acre.
Okay, so I was wrong. It's almost an acre,
Okay.
but it's still considered 2 lots.
It's still considered 2 lots.
It's got 2 driveways. I believe that the garage is so far away from the house. I believe at one time there might have been a trailer or something behind that garage, something. 'Cause
Okay.
it's weird that the garage is so far away from the house.
And how much do you have left out on this? On
What do we
debt.
owe, baby?
We owe like almost 14,000, or right at 13,000.
My wife said we owe about 13.
Okay. And you're asking 50 for both lots in the house?
What we asking for both lots? Sell right now price. Just bam, right now. Let it roll. What's the bottom line?
He's negotiating for us.
The only thing I'm gonna be honest with you. The only thing I didn't like about y'all's ticket,
Yeah.
is we'll have to pay whatever damage y'all don't know about. I didn't like that.
Well,
Because that means y'all could pay us, and then y'all come here and be like, "Oh, we didn't know about this," and then sue our ass for something y'all didn't know about.
so
I'd rather
I'm
y'all
so
come
glad
look at
you
this
brought
house.
that up. So actually, and what was your name, brother?
My name's Harold Strange.
Harold and
Yes, sir.
Cherie. Okay. So
Sherry,
Harold,
yes,
when
Sherry Receipt.
we buy the house from you, if Kay and I
Yes,
buy
sir.
it, we will be buying it as is. Now, of course, we'll be
Yes,
doing a
sir.
walkthrough before we close.
Yes, sir.
Make sure there's not. But no, once we buy it, you're free and can move on. Whether we buy it, taking over the debt, or whether we buy it paying you cash, or whatever we do.
I just want some kind of paper saying y'all cannot sue us for damage.
Got it. Well, anybody can sue anybody for anything. Somebody can sue you for
Gotcha.
your lights being too loud. But yes, I
Yes, sir.
respect
Yes,
what you're
sir.
saying. We'll be buying it as is, and there'll be a clause in there. So,
Well, do you know? I'm sorry to cut you off. Do you
You're
know
good.
anything about mycelium?
about who?
Mycelium.
Mycelium. I don't.
It's a white mold,
Okay.
and like I told you, this house was built in 1840s. What mycelium is in the bottom of this house, and it's eating on the rafters a little bit, and that's the only thing wrong with this house.
Okay. What do you?
Not the rafters, floor joists. I'm sorry, I said it wrong.
Got it. What's Cherie saying for a lowest and best number?
All right, so what's our bottom dollar?
Yeah.
Bottom dollar.
On both lots.
Both lots, bottom dollar. Right now, bam.
I'm gonna say both lots. 85.
She said 80.
She said $80,000 for both lots.
I'm trying to talk her into 75.
We're heading in the right.
I'm trying to get
direction.
us out of here. I'm trying to get us
How
out
many
of
bed
here.
and bath is it?
It's
three
three
one.
bedrooms, one bath.
Okay.
It's got a kitchen, utility.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a decent house. It's a decent house.
Yeah.
It's- her husband before me, he died in an accident. Very
Oh.
good guy. He's got speakers ran in the ceiling. They still work. They sound great. I mean, it's a pretty nice house. They had cool things going on. But I mean, she's got old memories here. It'd be best for us to move on, and start our life.
So if we was to buy it, let me ask you this. So we buy houses two ways. We pay cash way below value, fix and flip them, and then more often we can pay a better price and do it over time. Would you guys consider if we could get to 80,000 where we buy it, pay the closing, take it as is, you're free and can move on, but we send you a check every month that we pay you off the full 80 cash?
How much would every month be?
Whatever you and us agree on. How much is your payments on the 14?
How much would y'all give us up front? We
What
need enough to move and get a place.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
No. Scotty said that's not a good idea. The bank guy said that's not a good idea.
Her bank guy said that's not a good idea to do it like it.
I don't think that they'll let me
If
do it.
but they'll pay him off, right? Y'all gonna pay the bank off, right?
Well, it depends. If her banker's offering to buy it, then she'd probably take that offer.
I don't understand what you just said.
I said if her banker's wanting to buy it from her, she should probably sell it to him.
Oh, he don't want to buy it. He don't want it.
Okay. Well, we do.
Yeah, he
We
don't
do.
want it. He
Okay.
don't want it. Or he done took it from us.
So we would be buying it from you. So here's how our thing works. We buy, like I said, one of two ways. We either pay cash low value, or more commonly, we will pay a good price. We will take over the debt. So our attorney closes all the paperwork. Everything is done. We take ownership. We're responsible for maintenance, repairs, taxes, insurance. You're free and can move on. And then we cover
Yes,
the
sir.
payment every month until we resell it down the line, at which point we pay it off and you off.
That sounds good to me. Like I said, we just need enough to get out of here, move, get our stuff out, and at least get a down payment on something else.
And how much is that?
We don't even have another place figured out yet. Because really, I'm gonna be honest with you. We thought y'all was a scam.
Yeah.
We thought y'all was a scam. We thought y'all was bullshitting because I thought if y'all was gonna check his house out, y'all would have done been here.
Yeah. So Kay actually lives in Louisville, as do I, so that's a little
I'm
bit
from
of a trek.
Louisville. It's 45 minutes away. I'm from
Yeah.
Louisville.
So before we drive down there, we want to make sure that we're on the same page. You know, don't want to waste your time or ours driving to look at houses we're not going to buy.
I'm laid off right now. You can come over anytime.
Cool. So let's do that. Let's schedule that. But first, are we in the same range? If we buy it for $80,000 and we cover your payments, how much would you need now, moving money?
What's it now? What's it now money? If we do agree on payments, 30,
No, 40. I wanted to.
40. She says she wants at least half
At least half. What's she need that much for?
to move and put a down payment.
Okay.
And I'm be honest with you. I got some court things going on. I owe an attorney $4,000, so that's 4 of it right there.
Got it.
And Sherry's telling me I shouldn't be telling you my business, but I mean I'm just telling you why we need the money.
So if we bought it for, what if we just paid you $50 cash for both lots and just be totally done with it?
No, we can't do it. We ain't taking 50 for both lots. No.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I tried to talk her into 75.
Yeah.
We're not taking 50 for both lots. No, we'll stay here and we'll rebuild this house before we do it.
If we give you
Because
20,
I've worked in construction enough in my life. I can rebuild this house.
if we give you 20 down and 75 price, would that work for you?
Let me talk to her because she's got work tonight and she's got in between her 2 jobs.
Okay.
Let me talk to her. Let me give you my number.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me grab a pen and paper.
You sound determined, and I like that.
Well, thank you. I am determined. I've been doing this for 12 years, and I didn't do it to quit now. So.
Well, see, I'm kind of interested in starting what y'all are doing. I'd like to start because I painted for 25 years, almost. I've been in construction most of my life. I'm tired of working these warehouses out here.
Well, I know a guy that can teach you, so you're in the right place.
That'd be awesome, man. I'd really like because like I just said, I can do a lot of interior construction myself. So I mean, I'd like to flip these little houses.
What's your
maybe
phone number, Harold?
last name? Strange.
All right, perfect. That's perfect, Harold. I got you down here. I'm gonna be. What I'm gonna do is Kay's gonna send you a quick text because Kay handles all follow up, but then I'm here, and so we'll be. Kay will send you a quick text just to confirm your number, and then I'll be on standby. We'll call you tomorrow about the same time. Cool.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
All right,
And
cool.
I'd love to meet you guys. I'd love to meet you guys.
We'll definitely do that. I'm very.
I can even
excited
come to Louisville. I can even come to Louisville if y'all need me to. I mean, I'd love to meet you
down
guys.
for that. We'd love to do that. Maybe get coffee or something. So, all right, let's talk tomorrow.
great.
Let's find down
Sounds
final numbers, you and Cherie, and we'll talk tomorrow and go from there.
And I tell you, I'm gonna work on her. Okay.
Appreciate it.
I'm on
Harold.
y'all side. I'm gonna work on her.
Appreciate you, Harold. All right, bye for now.
All right. All right. Bye.
Boom. All right. So, by the way, so I'm going to give you guys a couple of notes here. When I talked to Mr. Harold, and I want for all of you guys. By the way, you guys, if you on the Zoom enjoyed this, if you in coaching land enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Was that helpful? All right, good. All of you on the live stream, if you got some value out of that, give me some hearts and some thumbs ups and some heck yeahs in the chat. So a couple of notes I want to give you on these calls as you're doing this business. It's all in the follow up. And you noticed today when I was on the phone with him, you notice he was going back and forth, her and him and us. You notice he probably wants his house gone as bad or worse than she does. That's the first thing. Second thing, she was obviously busy, and so we wasn't going to get to the final conclusion there, right? At least not the best conclusion. The only way we got to a conclusion is if we'd have made a offer that wasn't good for us, right? If we'd have just named some stupid number and said, we'll do it, agreed to a bad number, then they would have been ready to move forward. But we don't want to do that. We want to move forward and build that relationship, and now see tomorrow when we call back, when Kay and Harold has a chat tomorrow, the intent will be to see if we can get both lots for $75K with $20K down. Now, this mold thing he's talking about, I have no idea how bad or how good that is, You say, but Andrew, what about mold? Yes, that's scary. So after we get a contract on it, after we get a purchase agreement on it, immediately the next step will be to get someone in there who is a pro in that area to say, how much are you going to charge us to get rid of whatever the heck's going on, right? A check solves most things. Who here thinks if we can buy a $150,000 house for $75,000 and write a $2,000 check to delete the mold, we might be in a good position? Now, it was built in the 1840s, right? So we know there is going to be, it's an old house. We know that. We also, though, we don't know what we don't know. We have one frontal Google Street View photo that I pulled up of this thing online. And so I don't know, Kay, if you have more or not. And because this is in 45 minutes from you, it'd be quite easy to go down there once we negotiate numbers. Now, a big takeaway I want you guys to get out of this. Two big takeaways that are very, very common. And guys, there was a masterclass that just happened right there. One, all the time, people are going to question if you are a scam. People are going to question, are you for real? Are you buying my house? Don't you want to see it before you buy it? All of the questions, especially when you're out in that neck of the woods, as we say. And so our, quote, job as real estate investors is to build that rapport, to build trust. Why should they trust you? They had a 6-minute phone call with you. They don't know you from Adam. So we got to build rapport as number one. And number two, you notice that his thing was, I want you to come see the house. I want you to come see the house. So you're going to get this all the time. And for those of you who are doing this virtually, that's a challenge. Well, for Kay, being that you're 45 minutes away, you can make that happen, except I still don't want you trucking out there. And see, that's the danger when you're not doing this virtually, is you get your butt in the car and you go drive an hour one way to go see a house you're never going to buy anyway. Total, absolute waste of time. So don't be afraid to schedule the appointment to go see the house. But you notice how I said, absolutely, we will do that. What if Kay wasn't there? I would say our partner on the ground will do that, whoever that is. We will absolutely do that. That's our next steps. Before we do that, though, I want to make sure I'm not wasting your time or ours. What numbers are we at? Right? So now, because what happens if we say, oh, no, I don't want to see the house. Well, immediately they're like, who's this shyster? Right? Immediately there's alarm bells going off. We absolutely want to see the house. But right now, we need to figure out if we're even in the same zip code, because there's no reason to trek out to the freaking house if we're not going to buy the darn thing. And so just be confident and competent in that way. There's some more takeaways in there, but I want to see if we can get another dial or two in before we wrap up today. Time flies when we're hanging out together. So nice to see you, Janet. Welcome in. Hello there. I'm telling you, Janet, you are in the right place. Marilyn, so good to see your smiling face. I still wonder who J-Rive is, an iPhone, but it's nice to see J-Rive, an iPhone. Marlon, good to see you. Mr. Christopher, what's up, brother? What a good crew. Judith in the house. Welcome. All right, let's see if we can get one more on the phone before we wrap today. I'm going to do. This is Mr. Tim's lead. All right. Either way, I have one more lesson for you before the day's up. By the way, for those of you on the live stream, we do a lot of special things with the VIPs. So for those of you who are not yet in VIP or in Zoom land, Gail, my assistant, has pinned a link up there where you can get a whole bunch of gifts and goodies and things that you'll want to be a part of. So click the link that Gail has given you on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you are, and hop in. All right. Let's see. 8. This is Tim's lead. And then I have one more important lesson before we wrap today. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right.
Please leave your message for...
Hey, it's Andrew. I was calling interested in your Cleveland house. When do you have them ready to talk? See if anybody else answers before we wrap. Boom, boom, boom.
Hello, it's Ashley.
Hello, Ashley. This is Andrew, Judith's partner, calling you back about the 12 properties. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Did I catch you at a good time? You got a second?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I was calling, from my understanding, there is 12 properties. Your client's asking $325 for the whole portfolio. Most of them are rented. Can you kind of bring me up to speed with the backstory there, just so I'm understanding everything appropriately?
Okay, so we have altogether for the seller about 9-10 packages that he is selling. He basically is trying to get out of the residential side of real estate, as he is now really big into commercial. So he owns a lot here in Evansville, and he's basically just selling to get away from it. He doesn't technically have to sell it money-wise, but if the price makes sense, he's definitely wants to get rid of them.
And I understand he is open for the right terms to some owner finance. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
What and just curious, because we buy quite a few in the area in Evansville. Is he preferring, if the right buyer came along, that somebody could just take out all the packages, or is he wanting to do 12 at a time or whatever?
No. So we actually have them all listed. He would like to see them all go to someone, but
Okay.
we've had some offers. Just haven't really met what he was looking for, so it didn't happen.
Okay.
But he is willing to just get rid of all of them.
How many total properties and total purchase price for the whole?
Okay. So altogether, there's 48 homes.
Okay.
And for, oh gosh, I don't know the price off the top of my head. I know in 7 of the, let me see. I believe in 7 of the packages, they're $95,000 a home, and then in one package, there's, let me pull it up. Sorry.
Yeah, take your time, Ashley. No worries at all. Who are you a realtor with?
Keller Williams.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, okay. So there is 5 properties at $65,000, and there is 43 properties at $95,000.
Let me do some quick math. What's that add up to?
Yeah, I unfortunately don't know.
You're good. We got calculators and ChatGPT and everything.
Yes.
Busy day so far?
Yeah, I've had quite the day already.
Like good quite the day, or stressful quite the day?
Just in the middle, basically. We got closings tomorrow, and some of the paperwork hasn't came back yet, so maybe pushing closings back, and that's always fun to tell the buyers that are super excited that they're closing tomorrow. So it's just been one of those days.
Yeah, that always makes the buyer happy and the seller happy, right?
I know. And it's like you're the bearer of bad news, and you got to tell them, like, hey, I know we were set to close tomorrow and you're going to get to move in, but it's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, it sucks. How long has this gentleman had these properties on the market?
So they've been on the market for like over 100 days, or they've been on the market for a while, but like I said, he's not. The price was right. He would. We've had several offers for the whole package, but they were pretty low offers, and he wasn't willing to do that. So that's why they've technically never sold.
What do you think the whole 48 would appraise for if we got them all appraised today? I guess what I'm asking is, you think they're listed at 70 or 80% of value, or you think they're at retail?
I know from like the rent rolls that I have done, they bring in quite a bit of money. So how we based the price was the 1% rule as like what they're bringing in type of thing to kind of price them. So yeah, I think they're priced accordingly.
4,410,000 is the total that added up to. How much do you think the discount would be if we bought the whole thing?
So I do know he is willing to go if someone were to buy everything. I know that 95,000 per house would drop down to 85, and the 65 would stay 65, as those are pretty kind of cheap, but they still do bring in quite a bit of money. So the 95,000, I know he's willing to come down to 85,000 a house.
Okay, so it brings it down to 3.9, almost 4. Okay. And then what kind of, if we was to agree something in that between, sounds like high threes would get it, what kind of terms would he be looking for if we did an owner finance types? Well, first off, does he have, I'm assuming he probably has some debt on these.
So I'm not 100% sure on that part. I've sold quite a few that has been paid off. I'm not 100% sure on all 48 if they're paid off or not. I don't know on that part, but last time we had an offer, the terms were basically like half down. So whatever half of the almost 4 million so let's just say 2 million down. And then I know he wanted like a 5-year balloon. And I believe it was at like 7%.
Okay.
But I don't know off the top of my head, but I feel like that's what we had talked about.
Okay. Do you think they would appraise for anywhere near 5? Collectively?
I want to say yes, just because, I have a lot of investors that are paying $70,000 to $80,000, and they're complete awful. And at least I know these are pretty good because most of them's rented. So
here's what I would like to do, Ashley. I would like to get the rent roll from, because what I do, I would be willing to, make an offer that's right up there near retail with owner finance if we could get, less down. We're tying up less capital. But another way I might do this is buying from him and then just refinance them out, because we use a lot of the national institutions, and, we refi 30 to 50 of ours every few years. And so I think there's a few ways to do this to get him cashed out, or to get him, to get a couple million in his pocket, and then the rest paying over time. Could you send me, by chance, the whole list, me and Judith, the list, all the addresses, the 48 addresses, the rent rolls, and then is any of them that's vacant, and then like if any of them are in need of major repairs, because I want to underwrite this thing, before I go digging into addresses and comping everyone and wasting, your time or ours. I want to do a quick overview, and if we're in the same zip code on as far as what we could get done with the seller and you and us, we have a very high level of interest on this because we're in buying mode right now.
Okay. Yeah. See, this is my personal number that I think you called. Did you call 812-568-6583?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So this is my personal number. If you just want to text me, I'm driving to get my kids from school. If you just want to text me your guys' emails and I'll send everything over I have about all the packages.
Perfect. We'll text you that here in a matter of moments, and we'll get that out to you, and then we'll look to get that from you. And then when will you have all that compiled and sent to us? Will that be later today or like tomorrow or Friday?
No, I will have it sent over as soon as I pick up my kids. So give me about like 45 minutes, and then I'll have it everything sent to you.
Okay. All right. Sounds great, Ashley. I do appreciate it, and we'll keep this collaboration going and see if we can move toward an offer. Or, of course, if it don't work out, we'll part as friends, and that's okay too.
Yep.
Thanks, Ashley.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
I'll text you now. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
All right. Shout out Judith. Text me, Judith, your email. So there's a few things I'll share. And by the way, it happens all the time where one deal comes. It's not all the time that it's 48, but where one deal turns to 5, turns to 10, it's not uncommon. I want you to think for a moment. And the biggest disservice we often do to ourselves, especially when we're new, and for all of you who are on the live stream, congratulations. Click the link in the chat there to get your underwriting calculator. And for all of you, by the way, who are students who are here in Zoom land, if you've not already got your calculator, make sure you reach out to Gail to get that underwriting calculator. It's not 100% all the time, but if you haven't seen it, we just created this in the last 3 weeks. It's pretty cool for a quick review. What you'll commonly hear, what you'll commonly see is when you're doing these deals and when you're dealing with sellers, when you're dealing with deal makers, you're going to commonly hear people. Like imagine you're this investor. Imagine you're this seller and you have these houses. You're wanting to get rid of these houses. You have these 48 houses. They're good houses. They're cash flowing well, but you want to free up 7 figures, right? And you want to free up 7 figures to go do other projects. Somebody like yourself comes along, and Judith, Jason, Amanda, Todd, you say, hey, I'll buy this from you. I'll team up with somebody else in the community here if you're a part of our coaching community. I'll give you a few $100,000 down so they know you're serious. You buy these. You take ownership. And then you go over to one of our institutional guys and you say, hey, I own 48 houses. And I'm being super simple in the way I'm sharing this right now. Super basic. Yes, there's nuances. Does everything go perfect? No. Is there certain rules for refinancing? Of course. Do they look at certain things from you? Absolutely. But imagine you then went to one of these preferably non-personally guaranteed institutional lenders, and you said, hey, I own these 48 houses. I need to pay off the $4 million I owe on a first mortgage, a.k.a. the seller. I'm telling you, you can gather these deeds and refinance them and pay off the seller. I've done it countless times. So no idea if this will work out, Judith, or it won't, but way to go. Keep moving the ball forward. So there's a few notes I want you to take here. If you're taking notes, write it down. But number one is follow-up is key. It's like a dog with a bone. You see me on matching the energy. You notice I speak to Ashley much different than I spoke to Howard. It's like a dog with a bone. Once you get one of these leads, the way you get it closed, not by being desperate, not by begging, but by being there. If Judith, for example, and Judith, you're great at this. I don't have to tell you, but for everyone else's understanding, when I say, hey, we'll call you tomorrow, Judith, make sure you call her tomorrow and at least check in. And Howard, Kay, make sure you call Howard tomorrow and see where they're at. And so just like a dog with a bone, you have this lead and it is on your agenda. Now here's the challenge if you're newer. You have the lead. They said yes. They said maybe. It's exciting. Don't stop calling other leads because it may fall through. And if so, there's other ones right behind it, or it may go through. And if so, you're going to wish you had other ones lined up right behind it. So don't get excited about this. It will not take you the next 24 hours to decide what time tomorrow you're going to call Ashley or Howard. It will take 2.4 minutes, if you're really slow on Google Calendars, to add it to your Google Calendar for this time tomorrow. And then the next 23.9 hours, besides sleeping and brushing your teeth and whatever other stuff you got to do, you can talk to new leads. So make sure that you are consistently following up. That's number one. Like a dog with a bone. Don't let the sun go down on a good lead. Just get a hold of that thing and take it across the frickin' finish line. Number two, keep your commitments. I'll share this. It's I used to do this all the time in my business. Now it's a little tougher than it used to be. Here doing it like we are, but shout out to Gail. Thank you so much for helping me, Gail. But like I just told that lady, hey, I'm going to send you our email addresses. Boom. Joe and Judith are part of our mastermind. So right now I'm texting Ashley Joe's email address and my email address. And now it's very likely now, could I text her the email address tonight? Sure. But by tonight, she might be with the kids and she might, I'll get to that tomorrow. I'll figure it out later. And now there's a delay in solutions. Now there's a delay in our communication. And delays in communications lead to drop-offs. Oh, yeah, I was talking to somebody else. They followed up better, right? They might not say those words to you. So you're going to call them. You're going to have the conversation. And something else you're going to notice with people like this, when you keep your word, you're shortening the curve from, in this case, Ashley or Howard, having that conversation to the time where you come to a meaningful conclusion. What's the conclusions? 1, it's a dead deal. It's not going to work out. 2, it's a follow-up, which is very common, especially when you're talking about a 48-unit portfolio. There's going to be multiple follow-ups here. Or 3, it's contract. Send over the freaking agreement already. Move to the next steps. So get to one of those 3 meaningful conclusions. And now everything between there is noise. So don't call tomorrow and just blow it off for no reason. Say, well, I called them. And 7 weeks from now, you're still just calling them, because some people will love to be your friend for the next 7 years and not sell you their house. So you're not going to have daily conversations with thousands of people for the next 7 years in hopes one of them sells you their house one day. All right. So follow up, keep your commitment, shorten the curve from the time that you talk to them to the time you come to a meaningful conclusion. And then, especially now in the trust recession we live in, it's going to be more meaningful than ever that you build that trust. And how do you build trust? By being authentic. Lean in. Borrowed credibility. For those of you who are coaching with us, you have that borrowed credibility. If you're new, I'm just being transparent. I'm just letting them know, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm buying. And if you can just be transparent about what you're doing, will you occasionally lose some deals? Yes. But will the deals you get be very appreciative? And will you now be building a long-term business? Yes, because you have nothing to hide. It is what it is. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm buying your house. This is how I'm selling your house. And nothing goes as planned. One of the sellers that we just talked to, that's what he was trying to get me to do, was put in a 6-month balloon. That's when he called back. And I said, brother, as much as I would like to tell you this is paid off in 6 months, I sure as heck can't guarantee that. And so we're going to be putting in a multi-year balloon. And if that doesn't work for you, I respect that. We'll part as friends. He goes, let me talk to my wife and call you right back. And so I, of course, right there could have got weak on it. Said, oh, look, if I just stretch it perfect, maybe I can go 7 months. If you're working that hard to make a freaking deal work, whack it. Just take the stress off of yourself. Say, look, I'm not going to go a freaking day under 5 years or 3, whatever your thing is. No way in the world I'm going to make you a promise I can't keep. And they're going to respect you for that. So be direct, be transparent, and it's the best way to do business. All right. We got a lot more to get to, but time is wrapping up. So I'm going to wrap the live stream now, and then I'm going to stay with my Zoomers here for the next 2 minutes. I have a couple notes to give to you. For my live stream folks, Click the link, get your VIP calculator and access and a whole bunch of other cool tools. I'll be having you a slide. I'll show you what you're going to be getting. But right now it's on the page when you click the link to check it out. It's $97. Hop in there, and I'll see you next week. Same place, same time. All right, let's make some money. Close some deals.